welcome back to the Ultimate Decades Challenge. My name is Chris, and if you are new here, we are in the Ultimate Decades Challenge, which was created by Morbid Gamer. I'll put a link to her challenge rules down below. Basically, the goal of this challenge is to take your Sims from the 1300s all the way to present day. We are starting today's episode in 1332. So we are 5 years out from the 100 Years' War. So our goal is to populate our family so that when all the men go off to war and potentially die, that we have some Sims left to complete the challenge. It might be a bit complicated today. There's going to be a lot of death rolls. If you are struggling to keep up with who's who in the zoo, then I will post a updated family tree onto my YouTube and you can check that out. So let's jump in. We're going to start today at the Lancaster farm, not the Lord's Manor, because we have Nicholas's death roll first up. So let's go check in with Walter and Andrea. Okay, so we're here with Walter and Andrea. Oh, she has the pregnancy moodlet. It's been a minute. I don't remember. Did we know that Andrea was pregnant again? Your sim is nearly full term. More than ready to have this kid. Is she? Are you sure? Because she doesn't look full term to me. She does not look full term. Is this some kind of weird glitch? Plus, where are my children? It's also 3 o'clock in the morning and everyone is awake. So let's get everyone to bed. A little bit more sleeping, guys. Why is she not sleeping? Why do they hate each other? Kathleen Jacobs has died. Oh, okay. We're not that fussed about her. Kathleen Jacobs is just a side household. Well, she's actually the mum of our heir Alaric's mother. So we do kind of care about her a little bit. I mean, she is Alaric's grandmother. We don't care about her in the way that she's not a sim that we play. Oh, look, there's our baby bump. It just took a while for the game to catch up for some reason. Go pee like a champion and then go to sleep. But I think she won't because for some reason, her and Walter are mad at each other. They have amazing compatibility and they're a spouse, but very unsatisfied. Andrea's very unsatisfied in her romance with Walter. Maybe because she just keeps popping out babies and she's over it. Well, maybe we'll just send her to go sleep in the other room until they can repair their relationship. I mean, this is very dramatic, the beginning of this. But she says she's going to give birth at any point. So I suppose we should probably stay here and wait for this baby to come. Now, the babies need food. Is there food? You have something you are eating. I don't know where you got it from. Everyone is hungry. We're probably going to have to get her up and to cook something. I know you want to sleep and I'm really sorry, but unfortunately, we need to cook some food. What if we send her out here to collect some eggs? Oh my goodness me. No eggs to collect. Oh, wow. It feels like forever since Andrea has been romantic with her partner. Oh, it's because she keeps having to come out here and clean like chicken coops while she's 9 months pregnant. I'm sorry, Andrea, I am. Maybe let's try and repair things a little bit with Walter before the baby comes. Oh no, she's being attacked by bees. Stop it. You should definitely try and cheer him up. He looks miserable. She got stung by a bee. She's very uncomfortable now. And he's off to work. Okay, well, we tried. There are no eggs. So that ship has sailed. We're gonna have to probably just make some spinach salad. I know you want to go back to bed, and I'm sorry, but you can't. She's got a serving. Nicholas and Steven need to come and have a serving. And then now that we know that Andrea is gonna give birth any minute, we are going to hang around for the birth of a baby. She needs to go pee like a champion and then possibly go to bed because she's so tired. I reckon everyone can have a nap because the babies are tired too. Let's send everyone to bed. When Walter gets home, we're gonna do Nicholas's death roll because then he'll be here for if we get to age Nicholas up. Everyone's having a midday nap. Okay, Walter is home from work. Maybe come in and have some salad. She's angry. Why is she angry? It's still not fair. Who can Andrea yell at to fix these existential problems? And why me? Every morning is a reminder of how unfair life can be. How about you come and reach out for help? That sounds good. Be like, I'm really struggling right now and I need you to help. Oh, look at her. She looks so vulnerable. The poor thing. Oh my goodness. She's inspired now. That's pretty cool. Let's embrace. I really want them to get their relationship back on a better footing. Invite to feel the baby. Speaking of babies, let's get the babies up. Oh, look at him feel the baby. That's adorable. I love that interaction. I think it's great. But they both need to eat something. All right, Nicholas is on the chamber pot, and then we're gonna do his death roll to see whether he gets to age up to be a child. Oh, they just blew kisses to each other. Oh, they're flirting. Ooh la la, Walter likes flirtation. Yes, that's good. Maybe compliment his appearance, praise her beauty. Oh no, he got distracted by the children. It's always the children. We're gonna jump in and do Nicholas's death roll. Okay, so Nicholas is becoming a child. So if we roll a 9 or a 19, it means that he dies. We got an 18, so Nicholas gets to live. Let's age him up. Where is he? Oh my goodness, Andrea's in labor. Okay, we need to wait to age Nicholas up before we can have the baby. Okay, we've taken Nicholas off to be bathed. Does she not realize that she's in labor? We need to age up Nicholas. Come on, get him out of the bath so he can age up. Where's he going? Why? Oh my goodness, and Andrew's having a baby. Oh my goodness, we missed the birth. We missed it because she had the baby while we were waiting for him to age up. Oh, okay, but we had a baby girl. Okay, we're gonna go with Sarah. There she is. There's little Sarah. Adorable. Look it up. Okay, we have death rolls to do here, but we are just waiting on Nicholas to age up. Once he ages up, we will do our death rolls for the birth. Lazy. Okay, he's lazy. We will modify him in Kaz in a second. Firstly, we're going to do our death rolls for little Sarah, and we have to do our death roll to see whether Andrea survived childbirth. So if we roll a 1, it means that she does not survive. No. What are the odds? I actually think this is the first pregnancy death that we've had in this whole challenge. Oh my God, I'm speechless. Oh, poor Andrea. Oh my goodness. Okay. Oh my God, I feel so bad. Oh, poor Andrea. Oh, look at her. All right, well, I guess that's it. Sim commands. Kill Sim. Oh my goodness. We just had to kill off Andrea. We've had Andrea in this challenge since she was a little bubba. Look at the tears dripping from his face. Oh, I'm so sad. Where is Death? Grim. There he is. There's Grim. Oh my goodness. Poor Walter. And just when they were getting their relationship back on track and everything. Andrea has passed away. She's going to be a free roaming ghost, not a playable ghost. Before we move on, let's do our death roll for little baby Sarah to see whether Sarah survived childbirth. Sarah has a higher chance of not surviving. If we roll a 5, a 10, a 15, or a 20, it means that she does not survive. It's a 2. Sarah survives. So Sarah got to survive, but Mum didn't. I've got the urn on the table at the moment. I reckon we're going to throw a funeral for Andrea because she was quite an important character. Oh, look at everyone so sad. Oh my goodness. Grim thinks our house is disgusting. Of course he does. Poor Walter is now a single dad to 3 children. I wonder if we'll remarry him. I mean, he's still pretty young. That's 7 days until his next death roll. I wonder if we'll remarry him. Hopefully he doesn't die because then the children don't have anyone to take care of them. Can you throw away all this rubbish? Oh, he's gonna look after the baby himself. Is Death stuck at our house? Why is he not leaving? I'm not sure why Death is still here. He's just hanging about. He's like, I've been in this house so many times, I'm just making myself at home. Oh look, there's the ghost of our old dog. What are you doing, Bear? I wonder whether Andrea will haunt us. We should definitely have a funeral for Andrea when we wake up. He's like, I don't know what to do with the baby. Andrea always took care of all the babies. What do I do? Probably gonna have to remarry him. Oh, we need to change Sarah's dirty nappy. And then, can we collect any eggs today? Don't know, but the boys are gonna need food. So I don't even know what he can make. His cooking level is only level 2. You're gonna have to make some gruel. Unfortunately, until your cooking level gets up a bit, that's what we're living on. And we got cooking level 3. Well, that's always a good start. All right, everyone come and have some food. Oh, this is cute. Look at them talk to each other. Come and potty train Steven. Oh, our chicks have grown up into chickens. Yay, now we can start getting some eggs again. We're all having a bath before the funeral. I want to potty train Steven, but he keeps not doing it. It's raining. What a perfect day for a funeral. Okay, Nicholas can clean up. Death is still here. Maybe we'll reset Death. Can Death leave now? Okay, let's have a funeral. Let's invite Andrea to her funeral. Let's invite the family. Oh, we can only invite 8. Maybe not more then. Maybe we'll invite Alan. Oh, then we can have hired mourners. That's cool. All right, we're going to mourn the deceased. We're probably going to give a eulogy. Let's have a moment of silence. That might be it. We'll just do that. We'll make it nice and simple. We're going to have it at home. Oh, look, there's the blacksmith. Oh, he's an elder. When did Arthur become an elder? Gilbert is here. Let's go and thank some people for coming. Console about death. Alan is here. Aww. I feel like people should be consoling him about the death. Everyone's just standing around crying. Let's mourn Andrea. How do we give a eulogy? Complete by selecting a podium or the funeral menu on an urn. Funeral. Eulogize mournfully. Walter is giving his eulogy about his beloved wife. Everyone's listening. He's talking about all the things he loved about her, how great a mother she was, and everyone's nodding in agreement. And people are just randomly doing push-ups. All right, we're all doing a moment of silence, very respectfully, for Andrea. Catherine, now is not the time to complain about the smell. There we go. All right, our funeral is over and everyone is leaving. Let's put the urn in Walter's inventory so he can take it to the graveyard. It is Sarah's birthday, so now that we've done with the funeral, we do need to do our death roll to see whether Sarah becomes an infant. If we roll a 12, a 16, or an 18, it means that Sarah dies. A 12. Oh, you're kidding me. This poor family. I cannot believe this. Unfortunately, we're going to have to kill off Sarah. We're going to go death by hunger, which is like death by failure to thrive, which would make sense considering they didn't have formula. So if mum dies and they can't afford a wet nurse, then who's feeding this baby? So it really does make sense that she died not long after mum died. But now it's just dad and the two boys. All right, so we're going to send everyone to bed. It is coming up to midnight. Once again, we've come in here and we have destroyed this family's lives. I feel like every time we visit a family, we just destroy their lives. And then we move on to the next family and then we destroy their lives. We're going to jump out of this family and we're going to head on into Gilbert and Maud's family. Gilbert and Maud are one of our new families. They got married last episode. Gilbert is the cousin of our heir. And the reason we're jumping in here is because Maud is becoming a young adult today. So they did get married when Maud was still a teenager. So I think she was about 17 when they got married, which is not completely uncommon in medieval times, more so with noble medievals. The peasants didn't really get married that young. So we did make them woohoo when they got married on their wedding day, but it looks like that didn't take. She's not pregnant. We will be doing her death roll today. Oh, they're kissing. Good job, guys. Let's come and have breakfast. It is the first day of 1333. How exciting. Would you describe the dynamic between Maud and Gilbert as being unpredictable? Sure. They are newlyweds. It was a bit of an arranged marriage, so I guess not everything can be perfect. Let's purchase some chickens for them, since she did get a bit of a dowry. Maud's gonna have some breakfast while Gilbert goes and gives their new chickens some food. So Maud is becoming an adult today. There's pretty bad odds here. If we roll a 2, a 6, 11, a 13, or a 14, it means that she dies. We got an 18. So that means that she gets to live. We go MC Command Center. We're going to Sim Command, set her age young adult. We've got creative. Let's give her Lady of the Knits. And then we're gonna celebrate by trying for a baby. She's pretty angry. It's gonna be some angry woohoo. Hopefully they make a baby because they really need to start a family. He could end up going off to war in 4 short years, so we need to try and populate this household. Maybe we'll do it one more time. All right, so we're gonna leave this household now. I've just noticed that in the Wainwright family, Catherine has given birth to a baby, and I didn't even know she was pregnant. So I'm going to quickly jump in there and do the death roll for Catherine and her baby. Here he is over here. The game has called him Nikolai. I'm not exactly sure that we'll just change it to Nicholas. Okay, so the first thing we're going to do is we're going to roll for Catherine to see whether she survived childbirth. So she got a 5, so she survives. And now we're going to roll for the baby to see if it survived childbirth. So a 5, a 10, 15, or a 20, and the baby dies. We got a 2, so they both survive, which is excellent. Okay, so now we need to do his death roll to see whether he becomes an infant today because he was born yesterday. So let's roll again. For an infant, a 12, a 16, or an 18 means he dies. A 16 means he dies. Oh, this game is brutal this evening. Absolutely brutal with the death. All right, we're going to go death by hunger. All right, well, that was brutal. Another one. Another death tonight. All right, let's jump out of this household. Hey, I'm just jumping in to let you know that I did have to delete a portion of what I filmed. It was only about 5 minutes, so I'll fill you in. What happened was it's like 40 degrees Celsius here today, and my computer was not handling it, and it's lagging so bad that I'm not even going to put you through that. It was so painful. So what happened is we jumped into the household of Alan and Jane Lancaster, who we married last episode. Alan, of course, is our backup heir. So if Alaric dies, Alan is his uncle, and that's who we go to next. We basically just got into their household, had a look at where they were living, discovered that Jane was pregnant, so they conceived on their wedding night, so she's gonna have a baby. I really wasn't gonna stay in this household for very long. However, now that we know that Jane is pregnant and that she's in her second trimester, we might hang around for a little bit and see what happens. And really, That's all that you missed. So now that you caught up, let's jump straight back into the game. All right, we're gonna have to get her to cook some gruel. I did have the book up on those little shelves, but apparently she can't use it when they're on the shelves. It said no. Why is she going all the way out here? Oh, she's going into this other house. We're gonna have to fix that. There are 2 residences here, and I don't know why that is happening, but I do want to get rid of this stove and put in the medieval stove. It is really warm, so I'm going to get him to put out this fire. We don't need it. And then when they get out of this house, I'm gonna lock the house so they can't come in here. He's all flirty. Come and have some gruel. I love it how he needs to pee and eat, but what he chose to do was to have a bath. I mean, Sims is stupid. Go sit here with your food. And then, okay, let's send him to put out the fire in this house. And then go and sit. Okay, and now we're gonna lock it. Lock for everyone. No one's going in there. Lock for everyone. All right, and so now we're hanging out in the main residence. We are in the 3rd trimester now, which is good. She can keep eating. Try to cheer him up. Jane has a crush on Walter. Jane is married. Stop it. I think you need to send him home. It's definitely the pregnancy hormones. They're making her go a little bit crazy. Alan is crying in the bathtub. Oh, Alan. You can come back in here after you finished crying in the tub and have some more gruel. You didn't finish your dinner. Jane took herself off to bed, but we could probably get up now. Her needs are starting to be all over the place because she's in that 3rd trimester. They can have a nice family dinner. What about deep thoughts? A deep conversation. You're newlyweds, you're having a baby, talking about the future. How are we gonna parent? What are we gonna do? How are we living our lives? Ooh. He just got mad at her. Would you say that Alan and Jane have a difficult family dynamic? I mean, it was an arranged marriage, so very possibly it could be. Look, they're both pouting now. Okay, that's not a great start to this, guys. All right, it is morning, and this morning we need to do a death roll for Alan because Alan becomes a young adult today. Let's send her out to use the chamber pot and to make some breakfast. They will not be able to make a cake because we don't have any eggs. We don't even have any chickens yet. We have not set up this farm in any way whatsoever. So let's get her to cook some more gruel, and then we might set up this farm a little bit. Purchase chickens. We'll get some hens and a rooster and some chicks. All right, we're gonna get Alan up. He can come and have some breakfast. And let's be nicer to each other today, yeah? Tell him some jokes. They are not getting along. Why are they not getting along? Maybe they should just stop talking to each other because they're ruining their relationship. What about discussing healthy relationships? Be like, this is a little bit toxic over the last couple of days. Let's rein it in. We might finally let him have his bath, and Jane's gonna come out and start some chores. So let's go scatter some nearby feed, hang this washing on the clothesline, and then replace the water. And then I'm sure we've got some gardening to finish. Go plant everything. He's crying in the bathtub. I don't know why you're so sad. He's sad because he had gruel. It may have filled the belly, but it always leaves Sims wanting more. I'm sorry, mate. Sorry. And she's also sad because she had gruel. Well, you need to improve on your cooking skills so you can cook something else. Don't go cry in bed about the gruel. Like, that's a bit of an overreaction. Your lives will get better. You're young kids, basically. How about you come out here and water the garden with your tears? Oh my goodness, he actually is. It's making his sadness go down. I'm gonna do that all the time when they're sad now. Just water the garden with tears. It takes a long time to water the garden, but now he's inspired. So let's just start watering the garden as Jane plants the garden. All right, she needs to stop and go use the chamber pot and have some food. We need to try and keep her needs reasonable so that when she has this baby, it doesn't all go to hell. She's feverish. Jane is hot, like super hot and not that good. Ready for her close-up. She has a fever. Oh no. And she's pregnant. That's not a good combination. Oh, and their romance is going down again. I think we need to also try and get over her crush on Walter because that is ridiculous. You cannot have that anymore. You're like, it was just one pregnancy dream. Oh, good. Jane's mind is clear. No longer will she be plagued with thoughts of Walter. It's like, I figured that was just like, you know when you have a dream and you wake up and you think that it really happened, but it was just a dream? That's what she did. She had like a pregnancy sex dream about Walter, and then she woke up thinking that it actually happened, but it didn't happen. She's sick. I don't know how to make her not sick. Maybe we'll just go to sleep. Do you reckon that will help? Okay, he can clean all this up. He's all itchy. Are you sick too? What is happening? He's scratchy. He's got insect bites. Maybe from the garden. Oh, it's raining. Excellent. That means that we don't need to go out and water the garden. This one didn't get planted. Is that just the only one? Just come out and do that. Oh, look, there's a chicken. Talk to the chicken. It wants to talk to you. Socialize. Oh my goodness, we're in labor. Jane has gone into labor. All right, let's go and have baby. Stop talking to the rooster and come in here so Jane can have her baby. We got a baby girl. Okay, we're gonna name this baby Susanna. Oh, isn't she adorable? And now we're gonna do our death roll. We're gonna do our death roll for Jane first. If we roll a 1, it means that she died in childbirth. We got a 12, so she gets to live. And now we're going to roll for baby Susanna. So if we roll a 5, a 10, a 15, or a 20, it means she dies. An 8, we get to keep her. That's a nice change this evening. Okay, we're gonna go breastfeed our baby. Now we need to do Alan's death roll now that we've had the baby. I got distracted by the baby. Alan is becoming a young adult, which means if he rolls a 2, a 6, 11, a 13, or a 14, he dies. A 7. Alan gets to live. Excellent. Considering he is our backup heir, that is good for us. Let's age him up. What has he got? We've got erratic. We've got music lover. He can't have geek. Neat. We can have neat. He likes music. Let's give him the creativity one then. Oh, she's just holding her baby. That's adorable. Now, Jane has got friends of the animals and it says that she needs to have a cat or a dog. Let's get her a dog. Butter looks cute. What is this? Who is this? Why is there a horse here? Who is Shadow Morse? Why is Mary here? Oh, isn't Butter adorable? We're going to adopt him. Yes, we want to adopt Butter. I love his name. Him? Her? I didn't check. Why are there suitcases everywhere? Okay, I think what's happened is her family, her dad, her brother, and her sister have come to stay because she had a baby. I ignored the phone call and they still came to stay. All right, we need to make this more medieval, which means I'm going to have to get rid of these stupid things. And we're going to have to put them in this house here. Assign this bed to Mary, and we'll assign this bed to Ma, and we'll assign this bed to Simon. Our baby's crying. Let's go feed our baby, and then we're going to need to make some dinner. You need to come and greet your father-in-law. I think this is their horse. I think they brought a horse. He's like, I'm so glad you're here to help out with the baby. Luckily, we have this second residence. We're all gonna have a very late dinner. Okay, come and fill the bowl and call Butter to eat. Oh good, she got cooking level 2. That's gonna be helpful. Let's call everyone to meal and everyone can have some midnight gruel. I like this by the fire seating arrangement, even though the fire's not on because it's too hot, but I think it's cute. Oh, she just sat on the candle. Stop it. Oh my goodness, that's clearly a stool and not a table. Silly me. It looked like a table. Let's send everyone to bed. Are they going to their own place? They are. They're going to bed. Well, that's good. At least they're using their guest quarters. Let's lecture about waking up. The baby wakes us up enough. We don't need to be woken up by you, Butter. We need to go feed Susanna. But everyone else can eat some food. The baby looks so cute. Ouch, from breastfeeding. Biting is a natural part of development, but who knew tiny teeth could be this sharp? Look at the sisters chatting. I love it. They're so cute together. Okay, the death rolls we are doing today are, we are doing a death roll because Jane is becoming a young adult, and then we're going to do a death roll because Susanna is becoming an infant. So let's do Jane first. Hopefully I won't regret that. So Jane's becoming a young adult. If we roll a 2, a 6, 11, a 13, or a 14, it means that she dies. I am not prepared for this. I know that this is the medieval times and it is brutal, but I'm not prepared for this evening. This has just destroyed me. I cannot believe that we have to kill her off. Okay, before we do that though, let's roll for baby Susanna. If we roll a 12, a 16, or an 18, baby Susanna dies. A 14. So baby Susanna gets to live, but poor Jane has to die. Here we go. She did have a fever, so let's go death by overheating because she did have a fever. She was sick. You know, she never really recovered because she was sick. She gave birth. She must have gotten an infection. She really didn't recover from that illness. I mean, we've got bad surroundings down here. Most Sims hate being surrounded by filth and squalor, so she can't recover from her illnesses. Look at them all crying. Oh no! And now Mary is sick. What is this, the plague? Even the horse is crying. Where is Grim? There he comes. Poor Alan. He's like a widow at 18. Let's go up and age up Susanna. She gets to be an infant. All right, we got sensitive. Oh, look. Mary's come up. Oh, she's giving him a massage. Oh, I had an idea. I just had an idea. Would it be appropriate for Alan to find comfort in Jane's sister Mary and to end up marrying her? Because he's so young, he needs to remarry. I think that's a brilliant idea, but before we do that, let's modify Susanna in Kaz so she looks more medieval. We'll give her a pink dress to match her pink bow. I think she looks adorable. Let's ask Mary for advice. Be like, I'm so sad. I don't know what to do. The first thing we're going to do is throw a funeral. Discuss your sad mood. And then let's throw a funeral. And let's invite Alaric. He's our heir, so he needs to come. Who are our family members? Gilbert, Nicholas, Maud, Walter is family. Mark is already here. We won't invite Stephen because he's a bit young. Our hired mourners. We better invite more actual family. So Catherine is, even though she's a Wainwright, she's technically our cousin, so she can come with her husband. And then let's invite the blacksmiths. I mean, they did take in Hugo, Alaric's father, when he wanted to be a blacksmith. We're gonna mourn the deceased. We're gonna give a eulogy, do a moment of silence, and let's do it at home. Let's start it at 12. We'll give everyone time to settle down. That's 2 funerals in 1 episode. Like, that is really, really bad luck. Okay, we're gonna start our funeral service. Let's put our grave out here. We will take her to the graveyard, but for the purposes of this funeral, let's just have her outside. There's not a lot of room inside this house. Everyone has started to arrive. Everyone is out here mourning. As much as I'm really, really excited for him to start a relationship with Jane's sister Mary, I'm not going to start that right now because that would be totally inappropriate at his wife's funeral. So let's just get through the funeral first. Let's go eulogize mournfully. Here we go. He's giving his eulogy. He's talking about all the things he loved about her in their very short time together. They've made a beautiful daughter. They had a wonderful wedding. He's like, I know it was an arranged marriage, but I really did love you. Grandpa Mark has brought out little Susanna so she can hear it, and she's gone straight to sleep. Let's mourn Jane. Alaric was giving a eulogy and I totally missed it. Oh, look at her consoling her husband. Everyone's mourning Jane. She was well loved. She was definitely well loved in this family. She was so young. Let's have a moment of silence. A moment of silence for Jane. Come on, everyone. Let's get it together. Oh, he got interrupted because he needed to give him the baby. Where are you putting the baby? In the hay. Yes, with the chickens. Sure. That makes all of the sense. We're doing our moment of silence finally. I love it how the horse gets involved. Gilbert, shut up. He's gone to get his baby out of the hay. Oh, I love it seeing them comfort each other. I think that it's so cute when they comfort each other. Okay, we're gonna move the tombstone into Alan's inventory so that he can take that to the graveyard. I did not plan to stay in this household so long, but I didn't realize there would be all this drama. Oh, and look who's here to help him. Of course she's here to help him. Of course Mary is here. Come and put Susanna to sleep. Okay, you can't just leave her. You're gonna have to go and soothe her to sleep, buddy. I know you're super tired, but you have to soothe her to sleep. Maybe tell her a bedtime story. He's gonna pass out. He can't. Okay, Granddad to the rescue. Granddad, do something. No, just leaves. He just turned around and leaves. What? And she goes to sleep. All he did was walk in the room. That's typical. Alan's in here like patting her to sleep, soothing her to sleep, telling her stories, and she's crying. Granddad walks into the room, looks at her, and she sleeps. Okay, Alan's up. We really need to send him to bed. I'm so excited about this new storyline that I just want to do it, but I can't because he needs to sleep. Oh, you've got to be kidding me. Mark Jacobs has died. No. What? Oh my goodness, another death. Oh my goodness. All right, we're going to put that in Alan's inventory as well. I'm not having another funeral. Mark was not that important of a character. I know he's Susanna's granddad, but we never really played Mark. We're not holding a funeral for him. I hope that doesn't mean that Mary's not going to be too sad to flirt with us tomorrow. I was really looking forward to starting that. Excellent. Susanna's an early riser. That's exactly what we need. All right, we better get up and we better cook some breakfast. All he can cook is gruel. We got cooking level 2. That's good. Look at these two bonding. It is her niece, I suppose, so they should should get along quite well. Let's call everyone to meal. Let's talk to Mary while she's here. Discuss some interests. Let's get their friendship up. Discuss sad mood. I feel like that is definitely so. Oh, he made her cry. What about some gossip? Will some gossip make you more happy? Oh no. Nah, she's too heartbroken. That did not work. She's left. She stormed out. She's like, I don't want to talk about your useless things. While the baby's asleep, let's go and fix ourselves up. We just need to use the chamber pot and have a bath. And then you need to come and give Susanna a bath. There's Maud. She's not pregnant. That's kind of disappointing. Let's come and ask Mary for some advice. There are too many people in this little bathroom. Do we have a good relationship with her? We do not. We have bad compatibility with Mary, it says. Oh, whoa, that is not bad compatibility. That is full on. I know it says we have bad compatibility, but I don't believe it. They've got along quite well. Gilbert, you're killing my vibe. You need to go home. He is too sad to do anything. Try to flirt. Let's see if it works. She was like, it's not gonna work because they're too sad. Let's leave that. I think that might be an endeavor for a future episode, and he's passed out. We're gonna leave him for a little bit. The last thing I wanted to do this evening is jump back into the Lancaster farm. We are here at the Lancaster farm because Stephen becomes a child today, so we need to do his death roll. We've had such bad luck today. So becoming a child, if you roll a 9 or a 19, it means that he dies. We got an 18, so he gets to be a child. There's some little luck for the very end of the episode. Let's go MC Command Center. Set your age as a child. We'll just randomize this. He got dog lover. Let's modify him in Kaz. All right, there is Stephen looking snazzy in his medieval clothes. All right, well, at least we got Stephen to a child. Sometimes it feels like we will never get enough adults in this challenge because they all keep dying. But we're gonna leave that there for this evening. We've had so much death this episode. Next episode, we will check back in with Alan. And I'm really excited by this storyline of him falling in love with Mary, his dead wife's sister. And we will also check back in on Walter next episode, as I'm sure Walter will age up into a full adult and we'll have to do his death roll, and hopefully he doesn't die, because who is going to look after these boys if he dies? I will see you next time. Bye.